Sticking out your yacht with a Riddler. You're so skibbity. You're so fantastic.
Guys, I'm really nervous for the first day of 8th grade. As you can see, I got faded for my first day. I'm excited for how this is gonna go. I think a lot of the girls are gonna like me. My mom said my haircut's good.
Tom, thank you for joining us. Can we not do that? Okay, who did that? Okay. First question. Recently, lots of streamers have been claiming that streaming is harder than a 9-to-5 job. Like, do you guys think that streaming and content creation is a harder job than your average typical 9-to-5? If yes,
what's an average 9-to-5 though? What's an average night? You're talking McDonald's, a receptionist, or like an oil rigger, or a fireman, or a cop?
I think
like,
it's easier. Yeah. A lot of people, like a lot of oil riggers, will lie about their job. They don't actually do that. Everyone, dude. Streaming is really hard. Okay, it's actually tough. Like, I have to turn on my computer. I have to get this haircut. I have to go on stream. I have to talk about like current events on Twitter. That is hard work. You're going to tell me someone who's working with oil is doing hard work? They don't even have to deal with chat making fun of them all day. If you work in an oil rig, you're a loser, okay?
It depends what kind of streaming you do. Like,
I was going to say, yeah, it's the type of streaming, right? That's what it comes down to.
Like, it destroys your life. It destroys your relationships. You have no privacy. I wake up and I turn on the stream and my life is on camera, you know? That's pretty taxing. Obviously, there's jobs out there that are harder. It's a pretty dark space, yeah, to be honest with you.
You get to own private islands. Own private islands, that's dark, dude. That's very dark.
I think streaming, along with any job where you're self-employed, is as hard as you want it to be. So if you want to just be lazy, barely do jack shit, and be a moron, it can be super easy if you want to put a lot of effort.
You'll fail you'll fail though, right? If you get too lazy. So it's not like you can just totally do whatever the fuck.
About that.
No, I don't buy it. You can be pretty lazy. I don't disagree. Sure, that's true.
I'm certain that I can prove that streaming is the easiest job in the world, and it's very easy because I was successful at it, and I'm mentally and physically. So
yeah, we get it. You're the worst person ever, Boogie.
Yeah, that's all you do.
I'm
just saying. As you come in here, or used to be famous.
I'm disabled.
You were never even trying.
If a disabled person can do a job, then
you're disabled by choice because you can't stop shoveling food in your face.
Onto the internet.
Okay, food is delicious. You're not wrong about that.
Not just delicious. You have debilitated your life by eating. You could make the choice to stop. You have chosen to keep eating. Okay, listen.
Well, okay, but I'm still saying.
Every streamer works harder than McDonald's people, except for you.
Listen, the topic isn't about me. The topic isn't about me.
Then stop talking about yourself.
I am saying that it's the easiest job in the world if I can be successful at it. Everything you're saying right now,
everything you say,
that it's an easy job.
I feel like everything you say is like, here's why I want to kill myself. I feel like that's everything you say.
Yeah, basically.
No, I haven't said that yet. Give me room to breathe. Let me say that later.
This guy, I don't know what's this guy's name. He's spot on. The guy with the K. The guy with the K in his name.
Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head. As soon as Boogie opens his mouth, here's why I want to put a Glock in my mouth right now.
I'm gonna kill it. Yeah,
we get it. You just did a podcast. You just did a podcast with an actual child molester. Your self-esteem is lower than usual. I get it.
I didn't do a podcast. What the fuck was this podcast come from? I got invited to a documentary that's literally they paid me. They paid me to go scream at him for an hour.
Oh, okay.
They paid me to go.
So you owned him. You owned him.
No, probably not. I mean, probably not.
Nobody knew that molesting children was bad until you.
So Boogie said,
"Hey, man, I got an opportunity to get paid to go scream at a child molester for an hour. I took the opportunity. I would have done it for free if I'm being honest with you.
Was he a good guy?
You're based.
No. What do you say? No. I do think he is mentally challenged. I don't think he's like all there. But that's the nicest thing I can say about. Yeah, exactly. Actually. Well, that and the self-inflicted disability.
I was so mentally challenged that I molested a child. That's dark. That's a dark reality.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not an excuse, but
happens to the best of us.
It does.
Yeah. Bring it.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
You pop one of these guys in, you don't know what's going to happen. Something dark.
Okay, this is the analogy that I used. All right, beating Dark Souls is harder than working at McDonald's. Do we all agree with that? Like, broadly speaking?
No. No. Beating Dark Souls is something.
I don't think anybody.
Yes.
You're talking about skill versus endurance, right?
Wait, it has more to do with overall work preference, I would say. It's kind of like when stay-at-home moms say, "Oh, I have a full-time job. It's just as hard as working at a normal 9-to-5 job." but they'll never work at a 9-to-5 job. They'll choose staying at home and doing dishes and taking care of kids all day long. So I think when people are asking, is streaming difficult? I think they're talking about how it affects you mentally, emotionally, and I think for most people, streaming is easier than a normal job.
Let's be fair, okay? Food shops does have a very specific and difficult job, okay?
Yeah, in a fast food place, like for example, you still have to deal with customers, and these customers, you can't really complain, I guess, about them.
I mean, at the same time, any customer,
anybody else, I think that literally, if you're working a 9-to-5 and you're in the head, it's going to be hard working. If you're a streamer and you're in the head, you might actually get rewarded for being in the head. You know what I mean? So this is the thing. Like when I gave Turkey Tom that haircut, he was instantly like, "Bro, this is content. This is perfect." Immediately, just like recording himself.
I started missing
looking
the
like he immediately records himself looking like a lobotomized idiot, and he's just like, "That's just content."
Okay.
In
Also,
reality,
I feel like
normal
people being
person-
mean in chat is such like a first world problem. Like, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, no,
If we're being
100%.
serious,
All of
if we're
these
being
are-
serious,
all of these are
the
first
majority of
world
jobs are
problems.
way easier than streaming. Or sorry, way harder. Way harder.
Well, but okay, let's do hypothetically. Let's say like working at retail. Do you think more people on the planet could successfully be a streamer or could successfully work retail?
More people can
So,
successfully
to
work
bring-
retail, but
By
that
a
doesn't,
lot.
I don't think that means it's
Yeah.
harder. I don't think that means it's harder.
Okay, but wait, if that doesn't mean that's harder, what does that
Well-
mean? That more people could do the
Yeah,
job?
Majority of people
it's
aren't
It's
that
just the taxing
entertaining.
versus skill thing.
No,
It's-
No,
it requires
Yeah,
skill to be
it's like-
entertaining.
The truth is literally simple. If we're literally judging a question off of something that Hassan Piker of all people in the world said is hard, like who the cares? Who the takes Hassan Piker seriously? He's the
This is
only
the
person.
question, though. You
No,
absolute
people
blob.
think
This is
it's
the
a real
question.
job. It's literally easier than a real job.
It's not just Hassan
You know
saying
what,
this, is it?
since
Because
Hassan-
his biggest
since
thinks that
Hassan-
too, right?
Since
Wait.
Hassan is the one who brought this question up, I mean,
Hassan's the
Hassan
one that made
literally
that
has.
Oh yeah, streaming's harder than a regular job. No, it's not, dude.
Mondo,
A lot of
Mondo.
people-
Well, yeah, since Hassan is the one who brought this up.
It's a simple
Mondo.
fact that a lot of
Mondo.
people are cheap. People are fucking cheap, and then
I'm
you
just
know.
gonna mute. You're so annoying. Holy shit. You're just
Yeah.
so annoying.
Even
I hate
Amos
you.
G wants you to shut up, dude. That's how crazy this
Right.
is.
The question
I'm
is,
not saying that streaming's easier than a real job.
You're
A
just
lot of
gonna keep
people are
going.
fucking-
Nobody's even
Okay,
listening,
yeah,
dude.
We get reflected.
Wow.
He's still going.
He's still going.
Since Hassan is the one who brought up this whole conversation, I mean, Hassan's a moron. I think we can all agree. Not only is he a moron, but he's a degenerate piece of shit on top of that. The amount of effort that he puts into his streams is like practically zero. The guy goes and takes a shit for 10 minutes while he has videos playing, and he makes millions of dollars doing it. I think when you're talking about somebody like Hassan, yeah, streaming is easier than literally any job you can ever imagine.
I also heard online that he Michael Jackson's daughter when she was 17. That's pretty crazy, right?
That's pretty.
I
Wait,
can
hold on.
believe
Let me refocus the question a little bit. When we
What?
say harder, we're just focusing on the mental part. That's it. Mental part. We're
Even
not
the
talking
mental
about,
part,
like,
though, yeah. But I guess I feel like even the mental part, I feel like there's a circle jerk online of saying that like people that work in YouTube or streamers are losers or they're not working real jobs or it's not even hard. Like your jobs are way harder. I don't know what your guys' perspective are, but every single person I've ever fought with online, the immediate go-to excuse, they'll tweet some crazy abhorrent shit to me. As soon as I respond back, this person like deletes their socials, locks down their Twitter. They're like, oh my God, like 15 people said mean things to me. I wanted to myself. I couldn't handle even one fucking day of blah, blah, blah. And that was just like one day of like a few comments online. I feel like people underrate sometimes the insane amount of obsession that people have with large content creators. That's really
okay, you're right, but through streaming, you slowly get exposed to levels of that. Like the first time I got 15 people being like, I probably was like, maybe I am. But like now that I know I am, it doesn't really bother me, right? Because I've gotten it over and over constantly. Boogie, don't laugh at me. That wasn't funny, okay? You're not allowed to laugh. You should laugh at something else. Laugh at your own weight, perhaps. But truly, like, you get slowly exposed to that. I don't think it's something you're just immediately good at if you're an average person being insulted online. You know how many people are saying they love my haircut? A lot. A lot of people are saying they love my haircut. And I'm happy about that. But, you know, that might have gone to my head when I was 13 years old. Now that I'm 14, things are different, obviously.
Like the internet's going to amplify whatever weird quirks you have, you know what I mean? So like a guy like Vosh, realistically, he should be working at probably like Best Buy talking about TVs. Since Vosh is a streamer, he like, you know what I mean? Like every aspect of his weirdness, of his personality, more people get attracted to him who like those traits of him. So it gets like amplified, he gets into his own chamber. And then you find out he's like watching whatever the weird I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, but you
he's
can
like,
disconnect at any time,
The-
right?
the
Like
thing
it's
is-
only if you have problems, like trying to mentally disconnect from it. But that's something you have to train out of yourself, right?
Also, there's
The
a poll in the
thing-
chat
the
for
thing
the
is-
last round. Vote for who you want to keep, not kick, guys. Vote for the winner of the last round. Good luck. Go ahead. I'll call the poll in.
Well, I
45
think
seconds.
so
And at
I
least
think-
Vosh doesn't work at a vet or a shelter.
Were you gonna say at least he doesn't work at a file factory?
No. At least Vosh doesn't work at a vet or a pet shelter, because he'd be dripping cum 24/7.
Genius
The
enough.
Wow,
thing is,
everyone laughed.
the difference between
Ah.
like a regular job and live streaming is like if you took anyone and made them work out a cash register, anyone could do it. But like every day I stream with random people and they last like 20, 30 minutes and I'm like, this, I can't be a part of this. Like
You know what?
anyone can
I don't think that's a sign that streaming's particularly difficult. I think that's more of a sign that a lot of people just are weak who can't handle criticism.
Yeah, that's
Yo.
that's almost exactly what I was going to say. Is I think if you have trouble handling feedback while streaming, you're going to have a lot of trouble working customer service. You're going to have a lot of trouble being a waiter or waiting tables. Like there's a lot of jobs out there that are just as mentally demanding, but are also physically demanding as well. So they're by definition a more difficult job.
Yeah, but
Yo,
I feel like
Sam.
the feedback that you
Yeah.
get from customers as
are
at
you a
retail job.
masochist?
that define a masochist. Like
I think that
makes
anyone
you
who live streams their life, and you've been doing it a long time, anyone who live streams their life for multiple years on end does IRL stream. I don't think anyone here does IRL streams. Are you a masochist, bro? Because I will agree that live streaming your life looks like hell. It looks like complete
Yeah,
hell.
maybe maybe. I don't know the true extent of being a masochist though. So like maybe.
Also,
Do you get
Turkey
high
Tom,
off of, like,
real quick, hold on, real
fucking
quick.
up your
Turkey
life?
Tom, you won the last round. You have to kick off either Sam Pepper or Food Shops, and then go for it.
Can I kick someone else off?
Nope.
Food Shops, what's your opinion on Vosh's history?
I think that he should stop being a hypocrite and stop jacketing people. That's my opinion. And he should
Okay.
jerk off to it either in public or in private. Okay.
All right,
That's my
Amos Yee,
opinion.
Sam Pepper, what do you think?
Wait, sorry. Right when you spoke, you lagged out, so I didn't hear
What do you
said.
think about Vosh's history?
I don't know who Bosch is. And I don't know about his history.
Yo, kick the other one. Let's go. Holy shit. If you don't know who Vosh is, you're probably a good person.
Okay, so it's Food Chops. Food Chops, you've been eliminated. GG. Thank you for coming on. Okay.
All right.
I'm not a good person.
I know.
Yo.
I feel that. I feel that.
Okay, next topic. Hold on, guys. Let's go to the next topic.
Actual bug man.
Okay, Twitch streamer Shubble accused her ex-boyfriend and popular content creator Wilbur Soot. These names are amazing. Of being abusive and repeatedly unwantedly biting her to the point of her getting, in quotes, severely bruised. Question: are these allegations serious enough to make a whole video about, as she has done? Because she came out and said that he's abusive because he bit her.
I mean,
Also,
Anyone that makes videos rather than taking proper like legal action against someone for doing anything that they think is bad is retarded, and they're doing it for clout straight up. Like always, it's not a case when they're not. If someone is abusing you, go to the police, put action, dump that person, get the away from them. At least do these actions before you make the video.
For me, okay, let me pose something to you, Sam. Let's say she had previously gone to the police. Not saying she did. Let's say she had, and then she decided to make a video because she wants to.
Yeah,
let's say hypothetically. Well, what I'm saying is there is a utility to making a video like that if she's telling the truth, because then she may prevent other people from being victimized.
Yeah.
My biggest concern with that situation in particular is that she provided no evidence for it happening. Wilbur Soot seemed to disagree. He also didn't provide evidence, unfortunately, for his disagreement. He said there were screenshots of her saying that the biting was consensual, didn't release them. And he is being trashed and dropped by every single content creator under the sun, including content creators who in the past have been falsely accused with limited evidence. They're all dropping him. It's kind of a dark situation.
How did she like? I haven't heard this story, but didn't he bite her? Like, what is this whole
excessive biting? That's it.
Basically, the allegation is that he liked to bite her a lot, and he at some point they had like a.
Do it.
Okay. There's the thing.
Okay, really important question. Hold on.
Once or
okay. So the allegation is that the allegation
sexual bite.
I'm gonna explain. Holy Boogie, holy, you're fat, dude. Okay, I'm sorry. That was uncalled for and untrue. You're doing a round bulk. I'm sorry. Basically, what happened is she made a video. She made a live stream for like half an hour where she didn't say the abuser's name. She said, this guy, I dated him. He love bombed me. Once we were in the relationship, he would constantly bite me. And I think it was in a sexual and non-sexual context. He would do it in front of friends. She expressed discomfort towards that biting. She said she didn't like it at a certain point. He was biting her too hard. He refused to stop and said, this is just who I am, according to her anyway. He said, well, I did bite her, but she liked it. Neither of them have any evidence that it happened for either side. Wilbur claims there's screenshots where she was like, yeah, it's consensual. I'm into it. Didn't release them for whatever stupid reason. I don't know. But he's currently, his career is literally ruined right now. Like,
No,
really?
How old is she?
She's 30.
She's 30
years old.
Look, in my mind, if you bite anyone with any amount of substantialness, I've been bitten many times in my life.
Wouldn't there be a mark?
But there would be deep bruises, bro, because that is like a piercing, weird kind of
Well, she posted some photo, right? I think I saw earlier.
Yeah.
There was some photo where she's got like some light. You can maybe see some light bruising, but it's hard to tell.
Wouldn't there be
So
like
it's
teeth marks?
Okay, dude. You know
How do you
what?
know
I've
it's
been
not
bitten by
makeup?
dogs before, and I've been bitten by cats and like, and I've been scratched
if
by
it's
other
bad,
animals too.
it's bad.
Like,
It's like you
am
can
I
see
gonna
it.
make a video talking about how? Do you see the mark on the side of my neck where my cat scratched me? My cat's abusive.
Bro,
Like, okay, then just stay away from your cat or something, or maybe.
Can I
feed it
wait?
more.
Can I shift and redirect this a little bit? So let's assume that she made the video not necessarily wanting to out him and not necessarily trying to cancel him. Do you think you have a right to speak about bad relationship experiences in the past with other influential content creators if you don't name?
I mean, I
them?
just don't mention that name. If I'm not trying to like,
Well,
if
to
I'm
be
not
clear, she hadn't mentioned the name initially.
Well, to be also to be clear, I think this is like the idea that it
It's
wouldn't come
obvious.
out though. Destiny.
If you say my last boyfriend, and that's the last boyfriend, it's all public,
I agree.
then
People
come
are
on.
super- That's why I said with the understanding that it could come out. They're both mega famous people. so
The
probably
idea
gonna
that
come
nobody
out,
would figure it out is crazy. I think like if you want to paint her in the worst light possible, then you would say that she did the thing that gives her the most plausible deniability because she doesn't have to directly accuse anyone. She can just say what she thinks happened, what her perspective is, without calling him out. And then everyone else came out after the fact and was like, "Oh, it's clearly him." Wilbur responds, everybody jumps down his throat. His career is ruined. But I mean, to be clear, like if someone in a relationship is continually doing something you don't like and they keep going, should she have broken up with him? Yeah, obviously, right? She's 30, she should know. But let's say she didn't, right? You can say that reflects negatively on her, but it still reflects negatively on him if he continues that, supposedly abusive behavior. The question to me is whether or not either of them were okay with it at that point in time. I don't know because I don't know anything about the relationship. Nobody else publicly does. All we know is her account. That's it.
I think that when you're
issue is how people are reacting to it. Like,
It is a big issue.
nobody knows what actually happened, and everybody's like canceling this dude.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on, right?
When
is
nobody even
if you're
knows.
if you're like a white guy with swag, it's over for you. People will not stop until you're buzzed
Bro,
and dead
it's
in a
not
gutter.
that.
Which is why
They
you
will
need to be a
literally
white guy
not
with
stop.
no swag.
If
They
you're a
will not
Minecraft
stop.
YouTuber
They will
with
not
swag,
stop.
bro.
That's
It's
yeah.
about-
That too. Okay.
Minecraft YouTuber with swag.
If you're a guy who can and you've got a kid audience, they will tear you down. That's 100%.
Yeah.
It's over.
Hey, someone just posted a picture of him in my Discord. I didn't know what he looked like before, and now I get why people are
Why he's
killing him off
cancelled?
for it.
Sam's
Yes.
trying to smash.
He doesn't look like a weirdo. Like he kind of looks like a normal.
He looks like the guy.
Kid,
He
and
looks
that
like the
makes
K
him-
guy. He looks like the K guy.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that makes people want to hate him way
Yeah,
more. Like
literally.
He's
Yes.
like an Anglo-Saxon
Ted
twink.
Bundy energy though. He has Ted Bundy energy. I'll
Does
give him
he?
That, but like, I think so a little bit. Yeah, he's got that vacant stare.
I feel like
in his
he's
eyes,
just
but,
kind of-
realistically. Yeah, fair.
Wait,
But the,
who's the streamer chick again?
Her
What's
name is Shelby Shubble.
Yeah.
I'm
Shubble.
guys, to be
Yeah, but
fair,
how do we
like,
know
Bing Bing
it's
Wahoo
not like
Minecraft
it's like
YouTuber
this?
name Tubbo.
one second. To be fair, out of everyone here, like I probably have the most experience with this situation. To be fair with you, and like,
Woman?
no, just like girls coming out and talking, right?
Oh.
And
A white guy with swag getting paused and killed in the gutter. Yeah.
well,
Oh, he's gone.
Sam Pepper is the most Hyperborean member of this panel, also the most accused. Is that any coincidence? Is there any-
yes, okay,
That's a good point.
but the thing is, especially when you're in that like mainstream space, or you're in a space where you've got like that kind of like not so degen audience. You know, like what's his name? That too mad.
Too mad.
Too mad, yeah.
Like I feel like too mad because he's actually in that like autistic weird
He
community.
can get away with it. Yeah, he like
Like,
schizo-coated
he doesn't
himself.
get
It was, yeah.
I think
Sam's having a
pretty
hard
girls
time
are
today.
also
Yeah,
One
he's
FPS.
struggling.
the benefit of the doubt for sure. If you're a pretty girl and you make an accusation, like look at Amber Heard, what she was saying was retarded. Like anybody with any like half a brain could know she was lying about Johnny Depp immediately.
Well, I also think that
like Johnny Depp got canceled.
I think part of the problem is like Wilbur's audience holds people to super high standards. So like they have an extreme parasocial attachment to the point where like, okay, let's say somebody found out that Destiny was mean to someone at a party. His audience probably wouldn't care. If Wilbur Soot's audience finds out he's mean to someone at a party, it is a cataclysmic event for people. I literally saw someone on Twitter saying that their girlfriend overdosed because of Wilbur Soot and died. I don't know if that's real, but the fact that people are even tweeting that out, like for bait or if it's real or whatever, shows to me that it's crazy.
I don't think it's too much of a parasocial attachment. I think that that's an intentional decision by the content creator to farm a particular type of audience. I think that at some point, it's like a live by the sword, die by the sword thing. If you decide to cultivate a hyper-aware, hyper-woke, hyper-progressive, hyper-young audience, then yeah, you better believe that if anything leaks about you doing anything that contrasts that view that you try to, sell to your audience, people are going to be like, what the fuck is going on?
That's true.
It's not only the viewers that were on him. His fellow Minecraft, whatever the were also on him as well.
Including
here's the thing.
Even Dream.
Literally any sexual details would have ruined this guy's career. Because as a Minecraft YouTuber, you're expected to be this sexless eunuch that exists only to be there for like brand safety and to be appealing to kids, and that's literally it. So any details that was like slightly any fetish, anything, literally would have ruined.
If people found out that he got a blowjob, they'd be like,
"You're meant to be a Ken doll."
Best.
Yeah, literally. It would be the case.
Yo, but how do we know that she wasn't just trying to become like popular and she was trying to make this expose video so that now she could garnish a bunch of simps and a bunch of to follow her, and then instantly, because guys have this thing where when a girl makes a claim, all of a sudden, oh my God, bro, I feel so bad for her. Wilbur must have been a horrible guy. Like, if they were in a relationship, clearly there was some kind of boundary there, obviously, but like, for her to come out and make it.
Anybody does this ever.
Yeah,
no girl like successfully gets popular off of like fake accusations.
It's horrendous, bro.
Be surprised, man.
It blows up your life.
There's definitely a lot of females out there, bro, that'll definitely make some accusations against the guy just to garner some support, and then once they get that support, it goes viral. They start to garnish a bunch of people.
That's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, I think it's usually more a result of delusion, like convincing yourself that I was abused, convincing yourself you like talk to your friends like, oh yeah, you were abused, whatever, and then like you just convince yourself, then you go public.
I think it's extremely rare that it's like a malicious out and out thing.
Yeah.
I've seen this happen a few times where girls are kind of embarrassed by some sort of sexual experience they've had, like a threesome or something, or maybe like some piss play or crap like that. And then somebody finds out about it. Somebody finds out about it. And then in order to kind of make themselves seem like less embarrassed, like they were a part of it, they claim, "Oh, I was forced into it. I was abused." I've seen that before. I don't know if that happened.
Yeah, some of it's revenge as well. You got to remember that. Like sometimes if you had a bad relationship and a bad breakup, and you're like, well, you could just go online and
resentment, built up resentment, like manifesting in this like accusation. Yeah, I think that in reality though, like the guy, like the idea, because there's so many people that I've seen coming out saying like, oh, he was biting me too. Like I wasn't even in a relationship with him. Whatever. This is probably a guy that like doesn't maintain barriers or whatever that strongly, so he probably gets away with a lot because he's a cute little Ted Bundy type or whatever Sam said because he's attracted to him. But like I think in reality he probably is just like a bit of a prick, a little bit of like a little weirdo with like everyone he deals with or whatever, but like nothing that he would think is like malicious. And then when he's like biting this girl, sometimes he's like, I'll just test the waters a little bit with like biting a little harder.
On Phonum Grave, this tasty.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, clearly.
You know what? I've seen this sort of thing kind of start to affect women a bit with race play. There's a lot of chicks who were into race play calling their black boyfriends the N-word. And then the man turned it around on them and showed like a clip of them. So I've seen men play this game too, where they've had a bad breakup and then there's some like weird dirt they have on their girlfriends where they had some race play videos and shit like that.
Yeah, but also a lot of the girls of that, orientation do like that type of race play too, bro. I've heard plenty of stories of, girls who do want to be dropped the hard R while they're having sex, you know what I mean? So like, it is a two-way street.
It's weird, dude. During sex, girls won't stop calling me Mr. Hitler, and I don't know why, but I have a big problem with it. Let's go. Listen, I like you now, okay? Because you got racist with it, okay? Now you're cool, fat guy. Okay, you're based. Yeah, now you're
dude, I think you have no idea.
The most frightening thing to me is just that, like, it seems like every community needs to have one of these like earth-shattering allegation events for people to kind of get it. And despite the fact that the Minecraft community had the dream case where everybody collectively, I think now would agree he was falsely accused, they still haven't gotten it. They still don't get it. And I think it just shows that like most of the people who are seeing this are and believing her are probably not actually malicious. You can say some of them are probably agreeing with her for clout. That could be the case. And I'm not even saying she's lying. I'm not. But with the information we have, there's no reason to definitively believe that Wilbur Soot is an abuser. But people instantly take her word because they like, in their mind, they're like, how the could she lie? How could a victim lie? That's insane. That's preposterous because they're not aware of the fact that it happens. I mean, her being pretty helps, but I don't think that's all of it.
Pretty white.
When you watch the video,
we really need to live in a world where people do not believe baseless accusations. If you can't bring proof, then you should not be making that accusation, and we should treat people who bring no proof as if they're lying every time.
You shouldn't treat the victim automatically as a liar. You should just not treat the accused as guilty. I think is probably the better way to go about it there, Boogie. Because otherwise, if there's not been an investigation and police haven't been able to find anything, and someone accuses someone of, it may well have happened, but you're just going, no, you're lying, no, you're lying. And that sounds crazy. I don't think you even believe that, Boogie, because you're usually a fence sitter.
Here's what I do believe, okay? The reality of it is I was once falsely accused. The person brought absolutely no proof because there was no proof, because there was absolutely no way that I would do the thing that she accused me of, right? And there's a lot of people stupid enough to believe that baseless accusation. And it's frustrating. And so this is something I absolutely 100% believe.
I do not believe for a second you treat everyone who takes allegations out without proof as a liar. I do not believe you treat.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we do not. No, what I'm saying is we do not treat it as serious. We don't cancel somebody. We don't destroy somebody's life if there isn't proof.
The problem is, Boogie, is the moment that stuff comes out, if you've got a, like, for example, if you've got a brand deal or something on the line, or you've got a sponsor, the moment that comes out about you, that sponsor or that brand is going to drop you, regardless of like whether there's, you know what I'm saying? That's just how they are. Like, that's how the internet is.
The accusation is enough. The accusation is enough. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as an accusation comes out, that's why it's so because anyone can say anything. Yeah, as soon as anyone says anything online, it doesn't matter whether like anyone goes into it or not.
Well, once again, this matters on the audience. Like, I think if an accusation was made about me, given the fact that I'm very critical of false accusations and having proof, people would not be quick to believe it. Apart from my ontological enemies, who will always believe anything about me anyway. Like Quimmin was saying, Minecraft YouTubers are treated as non-sexual child entertainment entities. Everybody cares. Nobody cares about you. You're the most hated person on the Destiny team. Nobody likes you. You're a loser. You get paid $1 an hour.
I think, Tom, this one goes out to you because clearly you are on some sort of drugs. So let me ask you guys this. What are your opinions on, this is a big word for me, you know, as a person that speaks 25 languages, so go easy on that. Therapeutic, psychedelic.
Therapeutic.
You see, I said thera, bro. Don't even try to come at me. I said it correctly.
Okay.
What are your opinions on therapeutic, psychedelic drugs like shrooms or DMT? Do you believe it can change your life for the better?
May I go first on this? May I go first on this one? Combining psychedelics with therapy with professionals, very useful. Doing it the way I did, but just like popping that shit with a crazy drug addict, not so useful. So my recommendation is it can, the evidence is being coming in that proves that with professional therapists and professionals administrating it and following up with professional therapy, yes, it can cure things that were previously uncurable, like post-traumatic stress disorder. So yes, it's very useful.
The guy who gave him that stuff, by the way, recently painted on his house the word
pedophile onto his garage
window and is threatening to murder him.
And no, he's in jail right now. He's in jail now. The only reason I was able to make it today is because he got arrested today. But 110%, like that guy is an example of what will happen to you if you do it without the right experience, the right cause, in the right place at the right time.
Oh, he was a shaman. You don't trust a shaman.
I thought so too. But then again, you have to remember, I'm a gullible idiot. I'm a gullible so.
You know what? You sold me on it.
I don't think you need professional like guidance. I think you can definitely take shrooms. You just have to go into the shrooms with the right mentality. Like when I've done shrooms, I think up what's like questioning in my life, like what I can't decide, things that I need to like make decisions in life. Take the shrooms, have the trip, and like how I always explain it is I'm a little ADHD and like I have all this going on. I'm streaming all the time, and my brain's like this, you know, like it's all like tangled up. And when I take shrooms, like every question gets put in like a neat line, and I can just think things clearly. I don't know why. Like I just
my biggest question would be for that. Can you not just do that without shrooms?
After the shrooms is when you have to put whatever you've worked out into practice. That's the important.
So
can you not do that without shrooms though?
Well,
no, I mean you can.
It's
you
possible,
can, but it's a lot harder.
Yeah, the research shows that it does create like neuroplasticity in the brain. Like there's a documentary you can watch on Netflix that I highly recommend called How to Change Your Mind, and it's showing that all the research that we've done over the last really 40 years shows that it creates a neuroplasticity in your brain, and that puts you in a learning space. So for people who have like a disease like post-traumatic stress disorder, which is kind of a looping disease where your brain gets used to working in a very specific way, it allows them to reinvent those neuronic loops.
Yeah, I've had lifelong suicidal depression. It started since I was about 5 or 6 years old, and the first time I took shrooms, for the first time in my life, I had about a year-long break where I didn't have any depression at all. I've taken mushrooms here and there since then, and sometimes they do help with my depression, sometimes they don't. But at least personally, I've noticed that they can help with depression, and there's some research showing they can help treat depression.
Yeah, from what I understand, it's basically like the psychedelics will give you like a perspective shift or whatever, but I feel like you could get that same potential perspective shift where you realize like, man, I really need to put this together. I need to fix my life. You could probably get that same perspective shift from just like doing cocaine for like 5 days straight, and just like not sleeping, not just drinking.
Have you ever done shrooms?
Maybe.
Yeah, wait, who's done shrooms in here?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I would never confess to a crime online.
All the people, I'm just saying, druggies. But go ahead, please. You're making
mushrooms do a weird thing where they let you see yourself from a third-person perspective, and I think that's really hard for a lot of people to do. You can go to like therapy and try to objectify your life in that kind of way where you try to pull your own emotions and stuff out of it, and you try to see things from a third-person perspective. But with mushrooms, it's a much more different, much more personal sort of experience where you can really internalize what's going on.
Okay, so here's the bigger thing, jokes aside. If you're going to do this, you're listening to this, you're a kid, whatever, if you're going to do it anyway, just make sure you do it with people that you know care about you, aren't going to f with you, aren't going to ruin your vibe, because the biggest thing going into it is you need to have a...
Not only that, like, don't take shrooms at a party. Like, you have to take shrooms around people you don't care about, like your like deepest like emotions coming out around, otherwise you're gonna feel like an idiot. Do it somewhere in nature, do it somewhere where there can't be outside sources like someone coming in with you. Put your phone away. You don't want to get a text saying that you're fired from your job whilst you're tripping balls or some like
don't do too much.
The best possible thing you can do is put all of your devices away, put all of your contacts with the real world away that could help you. Take a bunch of drugs and go in the middle of the woods.
Yeah,
like some sharp objects, and horror movies, and you know, this is the vibe.
If you're under 25, you probably don't want to do mushrooms because your brain is still developing, and there's some research showing, especially if you do psychedelic drugs very frequently at high doses, can trigger schizophrenia.
Also, if your parents are in the head, just be aware that that can potentially trigger some in you. Just make sure if you're gonna do it anyway, because people do it anyway, because just make sure you're safe and like.
Right. Can we just talk about the fact that we're addressing kids in a Destiny chat? Like, there's kids are watching this
Destiny's
right now.
overwhelmingly child audience.
Yeah,
you never know.
It's a children's
entertainment. I
entertainer.
don't know why you niggas just started giving out like advice.
Yeah, it's not PSA, is it? Is this after school special? What's going on?
You're taking the
mushroom trip I had was fucking insane.
I see you writing notes, bro.
Dude, the last
I feel like
7 grams of white penis envy mushrooms, which apparently are the most potent strain, and I turned into a girl and started having lesbian makeout sessions with these other female faces, and I had a nonstop 30-minute orgasm.
Yeah, the average person definitely needs to experience this. I feel like it's probably for the best people just don't do drugs generally.
We all know about
Just say no. Just say
we
no.
all know about the most legendary mushroom trip, right? Vitalik.
Literally just say no. Yeah, that was great. He beat the head of an innocent woman.
He did 6 grams. He did not 6 grams, 60 grams or an ounce or something of mushrooms. Blended it up, took it, went outside, saw a girl, thought it was his mum as a monster, and beat the living shit out of her.
So based.
What motherfucker?
Oh man.
Well, she was running by his house. I mean, she was disturbing him. I understand.
I'm actually a diagnosed sociopath. I went to see a psychiatrist recently, and when I take mushrooms, I thought
that's not a diagnosis
way
anymore.
more.
I thought it was isn't it ASPD? Sociopath isn't a diagnosis, is it?
I have antisocial personality disorder, but when I take mushrooms, I actually can empathize with people almost like a normal person. So I don't think Vitaly took just mushrooms, because when you take mushrooms, you're kind of sedated. It's hard to move around and even stand up. And you usually have like more empathy for other people.
He was manic. He was manic already.
Yeah?
He was at this period in his time when he was doing that like Vitaly Uncensored, and he was telling me that he was making $1 million a day sometimes on his Vitaly Uncensored, and then he was just had all this money. He was spending it. All these girls, doing all these drugs, probably coke and everything as well. I don't know. I can't speak for him. And he was very manic, and he took it. And yeah, he said to me, this is what he said to me. He said, I thought I saw a monster, and it was kind of taking over my mum's body. And then,
which is why you should definitely do drugs. That's a good idea. Right?
Imagine you're just sober and he just really wanted to unload on some random woman.
Okay, he
should have remade the Bang Bus scene that week. That would have been amazing, personally. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, with her. Yeah. Okay, she was jogging by his house. When you see someone like peacefully jogging by your house, do you not get the urge to beat the out of them? Come on, be honest, chat.
Tom, oh boy.
I'm okay. If it's just me, apparently seeing innocent people, just
Tom,
me.
we know that
I have that feeling when I see pro-Palestine protesters.
I'm a paranoid person, but I'm not like you, Tom. You literally stake out your window with a shotgun.
I'm the only one filled with homicidal rage for innocent people. Really, I'm the only one. Fine.
Yeah, everyone wants to get even every once in a while, right?
They literally don't respect the pigment. Okay, them.
Okay. Stop. Before we wrap up this topic, I just want to get it right. You're all pro drug use.
No.
Only if it's a
supervised. Didn't half of us say no?
No, half of them said if you're gonna do it, please be safe. Go to the jungle. Make sure your clothes is on and your phone's turned off, and you're with your friends.
Okay, I'm saying don't do it. Crustacean is saying don't do it.
I'm do it only with supervising professionons.
Drugs are bad.
I don't think you don't need supervising. I think you just need to have enough knowledge going into something beforehand to make an informed decision.
And don't.
Nobody is doing this with a shaman. Literally nobody is doing that.
You don't need a shaman. Hold on. For drugs, listen, you just have to know what they do, okay? Know what they do, know what the effects are, and dose responsibly, and that's how you explore every single drug. 99% of people that tell you that drugs are bad don't do drugs, all smoke, all drink, all eat McDonald's, and all do some other artistic shit. It's all a matter of knowing like the pros and cons. Don't take mushrooms expecting they're going to fix your PTSD or your depression. Don't take ketamine thinking it's going to cure your traumatic response to whatever. Like, take them, have some fun, but be careful.
Do the majority of people doing these illicit substances have the mental capacity and knowledge about it?
No, but the majority of people that drink alcohol, how many people drink and drive and die every year because of that?
So you shouldn't do that either.
Drink. Well, yeah, but no. You don't say you shouldn't drink. You say you shouldn't drink and drive. Much the same that you shouldn't trip with too much mushrooms in an irresponsible place. But like,
I would say probably the less drugs you do, the better in any scenario.
I mean, the problem with shrooms is people take shrooms and they feel really awoken in life, and they feel like they've unlocked this like key to be able to
insufferable, pretentious. That is the biggest issue.
Yeah. And then the problem is they think that they need to keep taking them to stay in that mentality. But shrooms are only good if you have that enlightenment and then you bring that over into your normal life. You can't just stay in a trip. You will not be the same person when you come out of it.
Those are also on really, really, really high doses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like that'll actually really kill your ego. Like, it'll kill your ego and then it'll come back. Like, it'll settle back in. Like, it's not going to cure you of anything, really.
I'm scared to take ayahuasca because I don't know. I feel like what if... Like, Ice always says to me he'd never take, like, ayahuasca because he's scared he'd lose his ego, and his ego is what makes him a successful person.
Yeah, but hold on. Just when people say ego death, that has nothing to do with like being egotistical. These are completely and totally different concepts. When people talk about ego death at high doses of certain psychedelics, they're just talking about dissolving like your first person perspective of yourself because your brain is like so on drugs that it's hard to keep track of like your narrative, your story, and who you are. It's not like, oh my God, I'm having ego death. I'm so humble now. I'm not egotistical. Those
It can humble you.
No
It totally can humble you. What do you mean?
It can humble you in regards to like your approach to a drug or something, but it doesn't like get rid of your ego. Those things are totally different concepts.
Yeah, I know, but
It forces you to see. It forces you to see outside of your ego, right? More or less, right?
It can give you a different perspective on things, but it could also make you like an insufferable piece of shit. Like drugs aren't like a magical pathway.
90% of the time it does. 90% of the time it does.
Yeah, it just super depends. Like some people, when they drink alcohol, some people become like way more socially lubricated. They're like more friendly, more funny. They're more chill. Other people drink and they start like hitting people and screaming and they become insufferable, right? I just like things just affect you in different ways. Yeah, be aware of it.
Social lubrication. Okay.
I'm still thinking about this whole penis envy thing. What's going on, Richard?
It's apparently it's the most potent strain of mushrooms.
Why the name
penis
though?
envy. I don't know.
Because it looks like a penis.
But does it make you envy like other penises?
I didn't have that experience. No.
Okay.
Made me laugh a lot.
Okay, I've got a question. If you had to do shrooms with someone in the chat right now, who would everyone do shrooms with?
I think this is a good question. Do fentanyl shrooms.
Sure.
Do fentanyl shrooms, bro. So this is a great question to you.
If you had to one-on-one with someone in the chat, like in this call right now, and do shrooms with them, who would
I would do it with. Thank you, Richard.
I'd make him watch
sure,
another animal rights documentary while on shrooms.
You know what? I would either do it with you or Gokanaru because he is my family member. So either of you are going to have to be my pick. I would definitely not do it with Boogie or Sam. Karantas, I feel like I would just get high and he would beat the fuck out of me. So I wouldn't want to do that.
What would Sam do, though? What would Sam do realistically? I feel like there's a lot of shit he would do to you.
Because you think I'm up, but I also know what it's like to trip, and especially if it is his first time tripping, I'm gonna make him have a good trip. You know what I'm saying?
But
like, I'm not.
What is a good trip to you?
A good trip, like, you know, where you just experience it and you think about stuff, and like I can point out things to think about or look at. Like I know how to guide a trip. Like,
and then you wake up.
I'm not saying I'm not.
Pinky missing.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say you're gonna do anything weird to me, but I don't want to be unconscious around you or unaware of my inhibitions. To be honest,
why are you getting unconscious on shrooms, bro?
I'm just saying.
And I mean, like, bro, these things happen sometimes.
I feel like I might wake up with this haircut if I hang out with you. Like,
we get a little gay together, and like. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong.
So this is what I'm saying. It immediately turns into homosexual, you know, in the butt intercourse.
All the drugs talk is gay. Drugs are just inherently gay. It's a sexual activity.
It is.
Like gays do all this antisocial shit, like each other and have loads of partners and doing drugs and all this. It's all just sexual activity. It's degenerate. Okay, I don't know why we're sitting here pretending like we're gonna do drugs with each other.
You guys are all American and I'm British, so I've been cancelled 3 times in my life.
By the way, I know why this nigga Sam was voted, you know, to the top. I'm just saying. Why? Message taken. Message taken. You know what I mean?
What?
Yourself, DGG, dickhead.
Look at the pigment, bro.
What happened?
What's up with the obsession with pigment? Is it like the word of the day, pigment? Are you gonna get paid if you say pigment like 100 times today? I can help.
Reading race realism. Clearly, he's been looking for A10 conquerors.
You're just not. You're just not skibidi enough. So just stop talking, Karantas, okay?
Okay, you did this the last time you were on. New material. Come on. Also, I was hit with a cone on my head a few days ago, so I am concussed. So please.
I wish it had hurt you more. I wish you were out of commission.
No, I'm not lying. Like a driver hit me with a cone. Like
I wish he hit you with 3.
Listen, it wouldn't matter. My head is too strong. GG. Question number 4. Wait. We made it to round 4. This round's going to be double elimination, by the way, just so you know. Hold on. Wait, I take that back. Let me count.
No. We'll double him next round. Jesus.
Yeah, okay. Let me make the decision. Do the emails, buddy.
I'm just sitting here watching you, buddy. You got my full undivided attention right now.
Hey, relax. I'm taken by the Lord. Do you believe that commentary channels are a net positive or negative, seeing as a lot of the content they have produced has led to harassment and bullying of the people that they cover?
Maybe the people they cover need harassment and bullying.
Yeah, I think harassment and bullying is based, actually. So, what are you going to say now?
I think the main problem with commentary channels is they're fucking morons who don't have anything, like, actually interesting to say.
True, spitting.
Damn.
I think the problem is it's like doing the news, but it's basically the risk of reporting on something that's not completely true and spitting it as true. You can cause a lot of damage.
Genius.
Well, that's only occasionally when there's like crap, like accusations being thrown around, but that's not.
I would say the average
too
commentary
common.
channel is 30 times better than CNN at their worst.
What
I don't know about that.
That's
Yeah,
I think so.
Maybe
like
Fox
for
News.
example, CoffeeZilla with his thing, with like him bringing my name into. Like I'm watching that and I'm laughing and it's so funny because I'm watching him so confidently spit stuff like I've done this research, this and this and this.
Isn't
and I'm sitting
CoffeeZilla
there
one of like the best research commentary channels on the
Yeah,
internet?
Well, yeah,
and
but
it's
Sam's
just-
not going to agree with that, is he?
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. No, I
You're
agree.
just mad that you got
And
owned.
I'm watching it and I'm like, he has no idea what's actually going on.
Can you name an
CoffeeZilla's biggest
example of
issue
how
is
he
it's like
misrepresented you?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I know
Like
what
how?
actually happened.
But like what was the case? Like what happened?
There was a coin that was made, and the
A
coin
coin?
tagged.
Oh, you're talking about
like
you're
a-
talking about Save the Kids.
Yes,
That
yes.
wasn't that not a rug pull like through and through?
Exactly, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are so just from like the drama, like you think that that's a rug pull. Do you know what I'm saying? And even though I know the people that made it, I know the people that did it, I know everything behind the scenes, and it wasn't a rug pull.
Make a video
And it
about it.
wasn't-
Make a video. Why
It wasn't even report-
why didn't you
Yeah,
create
it
like
wasn't
a
even reported
convincing
as a rug
And tell us what the next best coin is.
Why didn't you
to buy.
create like a convincing like report like counterattacking him? Where is that?
because I didn't care. I honestly couldn't care. Number
So
one,
he was
I
so
wa-
he was so wrong and slandered you so bad that you didn't care.
it's not going to affect me. You understand it ain't going to affect me.
Is it good to be in a position where slander doesn't affect you?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's sick to
It's
be
fucking
like
bulletproof,
you-
yeah.
you being cancelled
Wouldn't
from the angles-
you rather be a virtuous person?
I mean, it's so hard to do that
Does that
online.
pay?
Like, it's so hard to do that. I'd rather
CoffeeZilla
not be-
had evidence through the blockchain that multiple people involved in the token rug pulled instantly.
But you. The thing is, again, you don't know what a rug pull is, so maybe you don't
Can
understand
you explain
crypto.
to me then?
Let me. Okay.
Stealing the
Unless
liquidity.
you guys want,
It's
if you guys
literally
want to
just
talk
stealing
about
the liquidity.
if you guys
We
want to
did
talk
this
about this for 10
last
minutes, you can do this.
time.
Okay. Here's how this works. Okay. So Sam Pepper, without knowing anything about this, probably did some up shit. But what he did didn't qualify as a rug pull. So since you don't know exactly what he did, he's going to nail you on the technicality of what they did, not being a rug pull because it's probably like a draining of equity.
He's
from
so
the coin or
based.
some other
Sam,
type of bullshit that happened.
you pretend to own private islands. You're a literal scumbag. But
Sam, I
has
saw
not
you
said
beat the
anything
last lot of
specific, and
people
Sam
on the
knows
first
he's
kick
getting
of
called out right now. He knows he just got owned.
No, it's funny.
No,
it's
he did this
still
last
funny
time. He's
because
already
I
done
know
this
what
once.
happened.
Then
Yeah.
explain it.
Why would he do that?
He
What?
can't
What?
because he looked
just
like a
got-
piece of. Oh, it's not a rug pull. We just scammed millions
If you
of
can't
people.
lay out the allegation, if you can't lay out the allegation in detail, saying exactly how it worked, then why the would he start talking?
I laid out exactly
and
how it
giving
worked.
us
I don't know what
details
Sam
without any
specifically
reason?
did. I don't know what Sam specifically
Well, yeah,
did.
exactly. So why would he volunteer a
And
bunch of
also,
information when
like-
make him look bad?
The problem is the people that are mainly involved with it are like actual holes, and they have a lot of money and they have a lot of power, and like my emails are already filled with like lawsuits from them. So I don't really want to it's not beneficial for me. Number one, I don't care if people want to say save the kids, coin scam, whatever. They can. It doesn't really affect me.
Didn't you leave
I
the
still have
country
a
because
good
you were
job.
afraid to
I
get
still
arrested?
paid. What's that?
Didn't you leave the country?
No, I left America, yes, but not because I was
Okay.
like scared to get arrested.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
I left
know.
America because I hadn't been home in 7 years, 6 years. I hadn't
You're
seen my
from
family.
You're
My
from
mom,
a
no one.
disgusting country.
The UK?
Hey.
Yeah, the UK sucks.
So you said it was obviously a rug pull. You're trying to take a shot at Sam, and then
He loved
immediately when this buried you, you're like, "Oh, let's."
How
talk
did he
about
bury
the
me?
UK is the country.
No
He didn't
one
have
got
anything to
buried.
say.
Daddy, little snake ain't gonna save you. My bad.
All Sam said is like, "There's some behind the scenes information no one understands, but I can't get into it."
Well, like here's the thing:
Yeah,
if you're gonna say really good commentary channels like CoffeeZilla even get stuff wrong, like he may have gotten some sort of technicality on what a rug pull is.
No, it's
he
not-
might
no,
have
it's
gotten
not
that
even
wrong.
that.
CoffeeZilla is like a total bitch anyway. Why are we using CoffeeZilla as a shining example? He's like the most soy Reddit loser going.
I'm
You're a
just
soy
saying-
Reddit loser. You look like Wilbur Soot, dude.
Kill
What's a
yourself,
good
kill yourself
what's like
now,
a good
dude.
commentary channel? What's a good commentary channel, Queen Man?
What's his commentary? I don't mind Turkey Tom here. You know, Nick Diori, obviously those two I like. You know.
So here's my argument against
he did
commentary
misreport
can
me
be
being
cancer.
Somalian though.
What? That was a joke, probably, right? What the?
It said it on your Wikipedia, dude.
Just come on and
Wikipedia
say
is
you're
always
Somali,
true.
man. I know you are.
Do you guys remember when? Do you guys remember when H3 used to be like an actual comedy chat, like commentating channel? And there was mad drama about him back then, like how he like ruined kids' lives. I mean, and Leafy, like they're the two really good examples of like people's lives being ruined by like commentary channels.
They didn't
I guess
ruin anyone's lives though. They did not.
Leafy
They were
isn't
based.
even really a
I
commentary
don't even buy this
channel.
idea that commentary channels can ruin your life.
Leafy
You're
had?
always as good as your last piece of content, and people will forget any wrong that you get exposed for.
Sam
As long
knows
as you
that
keep
better than
producing good
anyone.
content. Yeah, literally. Like it's delusional to say these commentary channels are ruining people's lives.
You've been
it only ruins your life
canceled. You've been
if you let it
canceled
happen.
3 times. You're still here.
Yeah, literally, you're still going. It makes you stronger each time if you just keep pushing.
I
through.
think the
That's
truth is
reality.
that commentary is relatively neutral. Okay, there are some better commentary channels. There are some worse commentary channels. Some are more accurate than others. But overall, the harassment and bullying is not that big of a deal. If you're an online content creator, if you do something up, or if you think you were justified in doing it, you keep going. You keep making content. You're gonna be fine. Okay, you're gonna be just fine.
Yeah. I think most commentary videos are just obviously relatively useless. It's like slop, just like
It's
talking about the
entertainment.
latest bullshit. It's complete. But it's like mindless entertainment. But commentary, people sometimes can cope and think like, I'm learning because I'm listening to a guy talk about and yap. But in reality, I would say 90% of the time, like you're not really learning anything through commentary.
I
It's
agree,
just
but I
like,
think that's
you know,
fine.
act-
I think it's neither a gain or like a loss collectively. I think it's just like neutral. Like
No,
it's
there's-
entertainment.
There's
I mean, yeah,
it's
it's
good
the
and
same as-
I'd say as long as they're not
Public
spreading
concept.
misinformation, I don't really care if they talk about like some stupid streamer who cheated on some other bitch or something. Like that's the majority of what
Wait, hold on.
commentary
It's
content is
2020.
anyway.
It's 2024. We could talk about it. How many of you people? Let's see if you're not included. I already know the answer to this. How many of you people are actually vaxxed?
Yeah,
I'm like double vaxxed. I had
think
to
I got
travel.
So
3
all of you are
times.
vaxxed.
I-
All of
4
you.
times.
I
actually.
am triple
got it
jabbed.
in my eye.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
either 3 or
triple
4
jab.
times.
I got the grape flavor on the last one. It was pretty good.
Oh man, Destiny, I want to ask you a question. Do you think that there should like in an more ideal scenario for like commentary on this landscape? Do you think that people would talk more about serious issues? Because or do you think that people like
No.
commentators talking about serious issues actually just makes it less serious? You know what I mean? Like, do you think that people yapping about serious is just kind of like it just gets incestuous, and at the end of the day, it's all just entertainment. No one actually gives that much of a
I think
Well, I
there's
think
It's
very
all just
few
slop. It's just
people-
slop. That's
Yeah, I think there's very few people who should be talking about serious topics. I think Destiny's one of the few people. I've had my problems with him with the vegan stuff, but Destiny's
like-
one of the few people who actually like does enough research and has enough intellectual honesty where he can
Oh
like cover
my
the news.
God.
Do you
The glazing is unreal.
Would you not list yourself as more entertainment than like educational though, or what would your stance be, Destiny?
I don't think that education and entertainment are not mutually exclusive. I don't think they exist
I agree.
in like the same like scale with
Yeah,
each other. Like, more
binary.
yeah. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess depending how you view it, I think a lot of people get a lot of their political education through entertainment. There was a whole generation of millennials on the left who were raised by The Daily Show and Jon Stewart or Stephen Colbert.
Right.
And then on the right, like if you listen to conservative talk radio, like it tends to be like pretty entertaining. So, or a lot of people inherit like political views or socio-political views from like South Park and so yeah, I think it's always important to understand that things can be educational or things can be entertaining, but those two things are never mutually exclusive. And more often than not, if something tries to be educational, like if it talks about a political topic or whatever, even if it is entertaining, people will still get educated by it.
Okay. All right.
Wait, hold on. Sam, did you pay attention to what they were saying?
Yeah, a little bit.
He was honest.
I'd suck my own if you could just give me one sentence of what they said, but I'm not gonna do that.
I said
wanna
that
know
it's
what you-
not on the same parallel. Like the two different things are not on the same parallel. You can be this and you can be entertainment and good and whatever. Blah blah blah.
See, I
Complicated.
fact check you, but I don't remember anything that they said. So you know what? I win. Okay, wait. How many minutes do we have in this round?
4 minutes 40 seconds.
Go on, bring up off the top of your head right now. Like no script, nothing. Off the top of your head, just get a little sub question
But
in
you
there.
think I don't do this?
Just
Son,
show me,
I've been
just
doing this for
off the
30
top of
episodes.
your head.
damn
Just
near.
show me how it's done. Let's see it.
I got you. So in the previous rounds, Mr. Vegan Gains, you brought up the fact that you were suicidal since you were 5 years old. That's crazy. Number one, you know what I mean? Number two, since that's the case, right? Let me ask you this. I'll start with you. Would you ever be cool with the idea of assisted suicide being something that's readily available.
How is this a
people, that makes
sub
you-
question to the last
That's
one?
a great topic because I attached it to what he just said. Come on, bro. I'm a real. Please do not test.
So on the topic of
Yeah,
commentary
so
YouTube, how about
I'm in
killing
full
yourself?
support of assisted suicide for any adult who wants it. There's two main reasons. I think you have a right to bodily autonomy. If you don't want to live anymore, that should be your right to kill yourself. Secondly, suicide is usually something that people do spontaneously. It's not something that somebody plans over weeks or months or years, gets all their life savings so that they can pass it on to their family members, does everything they want to do before they die, do the bucket list thing, and then kill themselves.
Yeah, they grab a
It's something-
shotgun and they blow their head off.
Yeah, it's something you do when you have a really bad day and your shotgun is laying in the other room and you just randomly blow your head off. So if you actually give people access to assisted suicide, it becomes something that's more something that you can actually consider and have more long-term thinking behind it rather than something that you just might do spontaneously just because you have a gun laying around or you live in a top floor of an apartment building.
Okay, I could
So
understand
that
this.
could actually help prevent a lot of suicides.
I could understand this for people who are like, I guess, terminally ill and they just don't want to experience the worst part of the terminal illness. But in terms of allowing anybody to kill themselves, in my mind, I do think like with these resources that would be allocated to like giving people the injection that would end up killing them and all this, do you think that those resources would be better like allocated toward actually giving these people, whether it's like a social uplifting or it's like a mental health services,
In a
whatever?
town?
Wait. Vegan games.
So,
You said
dude,
you think people should have the
do you
freedom
think
for
you're
this,
going
right?
to have, you're going to have more interactions with people if you allow for assisted suicide where you can get them help than if you force them to commit suicide like in their home, like they rope or shoot themselves or something.
Yeah.
But you're going to have more opportunities to actually give them help.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Do you not think that ultimately, if you're like willing to kill yourself, do you not think by definition you're probably too mentally ill to make the decision to kill yourself? Do you not think that's kind of the case? You think there is a rational thought process that can lead to the decision to kill yourself? That's what you.
Absolutely.
I mean, again, with like terminal illness, if you're like 78 and you're like holding
I can see some terminal illness cases. I can see that.
If you're
But
like,
aside from
if you're
that,
like 40 and like you can't afford rent and you're like just like you have no family and you're like this.
The greater problem is clearly capitalism. Am I right?
Yeah, clearly, yeah. The bigger question though is who do you guys think will be the first YouTuber to live stream their safe injection for suicide?
I don't know. Might be me.
Too mad.
Can I ask you guys a question? My ex-girlfriend told me that like she was there when her like she lives in San Diego, right? So California, and she said that she was there when her nan like died and she was like sick with like cancer or something, and she said someone came to the house and got all these pills out of a bottle, opened up each individual pill, poured it in a glass and gave it to her, and then she died in front of them. I didn't think that was legal.
I don't think that is legal.
So who the f was this person that come to the house and put these, like they opened up capsules, she said, opened up like 50 capsules, poured them all in a drink and gave it to her nan in front of him, and then she was
I think
like,
that was just a murderer. I don't think that was
that's
a
not
cop.
bad, bro. I did not expect her to do that with family, bro.
I don't think that may not necessarily. That may be legal. There's actually assisted suicide services that are skirting like below the law, where they give you big helium balloons to inhale, and people.
So you sound like Alvin and the
will
Chipmunks
order a
before
big-
you kick the bucket.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God,
so
I'm so
I don't know.
depressed.
So there's a good chance that if somebody
I
comes
can't
by
stand
and
it
gives you a bunch of
anymore.
pills, they're not a murderer as long as you're the one who took the pills.
Also,
Wait,
hope I'm gonna keep my kick. The last round is over. Good luck.
So wait
guys.
up, the Jonestown guy, like he shouldn't have gone to prison, right? Like, or whatever the guy who like got people to drink the Kool-Aid. Realistically, should he have even gone to prison? Like
They all wanted
they
it.
kind of understood. Yeah, they all wanted it. It was consensual. I don't know. Maybe pastors are gonna start like doing that. You know what I mean? Hopefully not though.
I think it'd be really fun if they just didn't put anyone in jail ever. Like the world would be so much more interesting.
Holy, dude. Ooh.
Well,
imagine
they
that.
should legalize firearms in the UK first.
Oh no, I like with it they go around knifing people. It's like more fair. I like that. I like duels. Like it's hard. It's harder when it's a duel. You know
I see
what I mean?
people about knife crime in London, but look, is that not cooler? Is that not cooler to have knife crime than gun crime? Like, come on,
I
is not
agree,
something
man.
cooler stabbing people compared to shooting people? It's
Bro.
pussy. You're like 6 feet away, maybe even more shooting
Tom.
people.
Well, let's ask
Well, it's
Turkey
an
Tom what he thinks,
equalizer.
because Turkey Tom gets to decide as the winner of last round on whether or not he wants to kick off Sam Pepper or Koyman. Good luck.
You know, Sam, you're an entertaining guy, but I feel like you're more British than the other guy, so I think you might have to go. You also talked less last round. You're kind of tapped out. Apart from the thing about how your girlfriend apparently assisted her on committing suicide.
That's a good story.
This is a good story, but I think I gotta get rid of you. I gotta keep the other guy, the knife crime guy.
God bless Sam.
Well, before you kick me, let me have my dignity and at least offer to consensually suck your one time.
Why do you know
Yo,
this?
Tom, this guy's spinning. This guy's spinning.
If you keep me, I will
I'm not
consensually
seeing that
suck
offer.
your dick one time. Whenever you tell me, I will be
The thing is, I think you would actually.
Yeah, I'm not calling that race. Thanks. I'm good.
I think you would actually do that.
You do take the offer.
No.
Oh, God.
Okay, actually, wait. Will you pay me through another rug pull if you do that?
I'll make. I'll make.
You commit to a crime?
I'll make a coin in your honor, and yeah, we'll set something up.
What'll it be called? Gobble coin? While you gobble his slop his knob?
Get out of here, you fairy. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, bro, you missed that opportunity.
It still gets eliminated.
Love you guys,
bro.
Thank you guys. It was fun.
This is how much it means to be on kick or keep. You gotta understand. People are willing to suck for this. They beat their girlfriends after they lose.
It's no different than what normally happens to get on a Destiny stream, am I right?
Running Destiny sucking isn't gay, so.
I forgot he actually
That's what I was
sucks
gonna say.
too. That is crazy.
Bro,
the haircut made you so base, man. What
Dude,
the
his mustache tickles her nutsack. It's crazy.
you've got to watch South Park more, bro. It's not gay if you just like put your boy's balls in your mouth.
Oh, yeah, I should have watched the show about children.
Yeah, being degenerates. Yeah, that's facts.
I think, what was the person that liked that? Amos Yee was in here. What's their name?
Oh, I'm a she. Food shops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That person seems.
What do you know
is.
about food
Yeah.
shops, by the way, Turkey? What do you know?
About what?
What do you know? What do you know about food shops?
Literally
'Cause you
nothing
seem
before
like-
this stream.
But how the did you know, like, to call them Amos Yee and like make all the pedo jokes?
Well, because
like,
somebody said that right when they got in, they were like, I think you called them like the lolicon enthusiast or something, and they didn't deny that. Who is food shops? Actually, I don't want to promo them. Never mind. Let's just move on.
Okay.
She's opening her next video with that.
She's got sort of a Voshian perspective that I refute.
Okay. Next question. I want to talk about this because it's been a popular topic ever since it happened. The brother that burnt himself, the Air Force dude that burnt himself.
Oh God.
I want to talk. Vegan, why are you smiling already? It's like
We're getting a little.
some
I feel
devious-
like we're getting a little too serious for a
I
commentary
have
channel.
a few opinions on that.
Okay, great. So let me ask this: Is self a big word again? So like
immolation, bro.
Who said that?
I got you, man. I'm on your side.
Thank you. Is self-immolation, excuse me, is self-immolation ever a valid act of political protest? Go ahead.
I will say this. I hope that every pro-Palestinian protester
Sets himself on fire.
footsteps
Yeah,
and
let's go.
self-immolates.
Holy
What the?
What the fuck? Okay, why?
They're spreading misinformation about the war. They're calling it a genocide when it's not. They're massively anti-Semitic.
I also
I
love
would say the
Israel.
pro-Palestine movement is an anti-Semitic movement with the amount of anti-Semites.
What the?
With the amount of anti-Semites in their movement that are calling
Preach.
for the death of all Jews, the destruction of Israel. So many of them, I would say probably the majority, are actually pro-Hamas. So,
Vegan Games and I are in full agreement, by the way. Let it be known. I do support Israel. I think it's really
hopping
cool.
off the porch.
J-Boys. People are
off.
mad at
Off the
Israel because they
porch.
win, because they own, because they've got big
It's true.
pockets.
It's true.
I'm supposed
Yep.
to hate them because they're
Bad.
rich, because they drive Bugattis, and Palestinians drive Toyota Corollas.
Gaza to Zaza. Gaza to Zaza.
Gaza to Zaza. Yes.
Okay.
This guy took the question about self-immolation and just said we should. Yeah, just
How the Palestinians going to praise Mohammed but make no profits?
Profits. IDFC.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, you guys are
Losers.
stealing. You make your own content. Shout out.
Make your own content. You come on the show and you talk. That's disgusting.
I want to stick to vegan because you said a lot of crazy.
Man, this is
Why
this
do you
not going to be about self-immolation.
Palestinian? Like, why do you hate them so much?
So I have no problem with people criticizing Israel by saying things like, the IDF should, I don't know, take more effort into reducing civilian casualties. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is spreading anti-Semitic propaganda. So saying the state of Israel shouldn't exist.
The state of Israel spreads propaganda every fucking day.
Hamas are defenders. The October 7th attack was justified. Israel is an occupying force. There's an apartheid.
Wait, that makes them anti-Semitic if they say all of the like.
Absolutely. Those are anti-Semitic statements. They're not true.
Is it technically an occupation?
True, and they're defending terrorism.
What? This guy's deep in the sauce, bro. I can't believe it. That's wild.
Yeah. No, Big Dave's just spitting. Big is in the house.
Okay, question. So you believe that if anybody were to say that Israel, occupying force, Gaza, open air prison, like that just makes them anti-Semitic, like off the top?
Well, it does. So look, the reason there's a blockade around Gaza is because of terror attacks. So I don't know of any other situation where there wouldn't be a blockade around a group of people who are committing terror attacks. I don't know how you can call that an apartheid or an open-air prison.
Because they're bombing the place.
If you start shooting rockets at people, and then there's a wall put around you, maybe you can go f*** yourself and self-immolate.
Right.
Everyone in Palestine has a small penis. Has anyone noticed this? I looked at studies recently. Yeah. They're all extremely small. Everyone in Israel has a big dick.
Does this mean that, you've been taking a look at a lot of Jewish penises? Is this the idea?
No.
There are actually a lot of Jewish porn.
Why did you decline Sam Pepper, Tom? What the hell?
Is he Jewish?
I don't know. I don't care.
If he is,
the topic was self-immolation. This guy's coming in here.
I think these penis. I think these penis envy mushrooms.
Oh my god! I agree. The Israeli government. It's okay if we say that the Israeli government should reduce civilian casualties. Well, they're not. So people are getting angry and they're going to spread propaganda because that's the only thing that might.
Okay, what are you going to do about it? Fucking set yourself on fire. Who cares? It's over. It's over. Gaza's done. It's done. Cry about it. Set yourself on fire. It's done. Israel won. Go home.
Yes.
Call it. It's over.
The game is over.
Can I ask you a question? Is violence cool?
Yes. What?
I agree. Fuck.
Oh, what the fuck?
So was that a demonstration or what the fuck is going on here? Are you bleeding?
Oh fuck.
What did you?
That was dumb.
What did you do?
He just got back from the strip.
I'm just gonna give you a little personal anecdote. Okay, this is like becoming a meme that I say this, but most people here probably don't know me that well. I was in Hong Kong during the 2019 protests. Okay, so I have a little bit of a weirder perspective because I firsthand witnessed actual civil unrest. Okay, and so when you are actually interacting with the people who are, protesting or whatever against, in this case, I would just say that the Israeli government is kind of, in a way, an imposing government on Gaza, right? I understand that the IDF isn't, they're not the operating government. That could be Hamas, exactly, I understand. But what I'm saying is when you are being basically crushed under the thumb of a larger force, in the case of Hong Kong, it was obviously the government, acting government. They had basically no, democratic way to deal with these people, right? What are you going to do other than basically have to, again, you kind of have to, at a certain point, poke the giants to prove respect. You earn respect. I'm not comparing Hong Kong and Israel. I'm not saying they're one-to-one. That would be very delusional of me. I am saying that I understand that when you feel like you are powerless as a civilian or as a group of civilians.
Okay, sure. I don't disagree, but most Palestine supporters, how many BLMs with they, them in their bio on Twitter?
Victims.
Excuse me.
It's in their charter. They want to annihilate all fucking Jews.
Excuse me.
They're not
Keep in mind.
oppressed group that's under somebody's thumb. They're the oppressors. It just so happens that they're also retards.
Okay, so with I think we know everyone's position now. Was it justified for the army guy to light himself on fire? Was that good?
No. He should not have done that. There's you could make an argument that this inspired some people, but in a lot of cases, I think this just made people look at that and were like, what a idiot. A lot of people, I just think that a lot of people look at that and they're like, that's very strange that he did that. The guy was probably Like, I think a lot of people put it basically it might make the movement look bad that he kind of made it about himself. It might have helped that he was like a soldier. It is kind of symbolic or whatever. There's some people who think it's cool. I think that's.
I mean, from my perspective, like a soldier speaking out on the issue is much more powerful than him burning himself alive. I mean, he exists in a democracy, right?
Yeah.
Why would he not just speak out on how he feels rather than burn himself so everyone can make fun of him on Twitter and say they're
like he has balls, but that was very.
He doesn't have
balls anymore.
Think about that Tibetan monk who burned himself, right? He sat there, zen, just burned alive.
All that happened to the monk, even in the most based way, he got put on a album cover. Like, that's all he got. How great is that? Amazing.
Right.
Yeah, but it was at least cool when he did it, not just some.
He had some swag.
Discharged, autistic, suicidal, or American.
Look. I would agree that self-immolation, like as a concept, it's mentally insane. You would obviously need to be mentally insane to do that. But like, in reality, though, like the cause that he's like, sacrificing himself for, it makes sense why like he would think it's worth it or whatever, because it is like a very hotbed and whatever.
He's a Hamas supporter and he's spreading anti-Israeli propaganda.
I don't know that he was a Hamas supporter, but there is a difference between being
he was in social media posts. He was praising Hamas for the October 7th attack.
No, I don't know this guy. I don't give a
died in the October 7th attack deserved it. He was
probably an idiot.
Claiming every single Jew in Israel should be an enemy target and Hamas should kill them all.
Yeah, okay, so he's a lunatic. Right, but would you say the same about a Jew who thinks that every Palestinian should die?
No.
Wait, I'm sorry. Obviously somebody who has actual ideas. Anybody who wants to exterminate an entire group of people, yeah, absolutely, burn yourself.
The confidence in which he said, the confidence in which you said, if you support these terrorist Palestinian motherfuckers, you're supposed to burn yourself. But when you were asked the opposite when it comes to this,
I did. What do you mean? It was a completely.
It's like you just went inside of you.
And then when you listen to the Israeli defense minister, of course, they're not going to use the word genocide, but when you listen to them basically say, this is the big battle, this is the ultimate war, whatever it is that he said, basically make a big deal about the fact that we're going to destroy these people, right? Do you not think?
Animals? I mean,
do you not think like okay? So then that guy.
If you had a neighbor loving frag grenades into your back garden,
children get murdered. I wonder what got him so upset.
That's horrible. Yeah.
Okay, so that justifies all the civilian deaths in your eyes, vegan. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
absolutely.
No. I'm not without sarcasm. So just for the idea of soldiers are here, bro. Do you believe that Israel is justified in whatever they do after October 7th? Whether that is killing civilians, killing non-combatants?
Not like Israel can't nuke Gaza and have that
That's not what
justified.
I asked you. That's not what I asked you.
So I'm not saying they should be able to nuke Gaza and like literally everybody. But I think so far what they've done has been justified, at least for the most part.
So all the innocent civilian deaths, all of it justified.
Yeah, in my view, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And at least you self-admit to being a what is it? Sorry. Tell me the diagnosis.
Antisocial personality disorder.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But do you think that your opinion on this could have been influenced by that diagnosis, or do you think this is like a logical basis that you're coming to this conclusion?
No. I think there are other wars like World War II where there are massive civilian casualties, and nobody really looks at Germans dying in World War II as genocide.
I'm still crying about Dresden, personally speaking.
I thought Gokanari was a Jew. I was told Gokanari was a Jew.
He is.
What? So why the fuck is he turning on the
self-hating.
What's going on here? You sound like a goy right now.
If I'm a Jew,
goy Kanari. That's what you are.
Theoretically, if I'm a Jew, that would be Tom's half of the family. Okay.
What? No. That's not true. Wait.
Look at the way he jumped. Look at the way he jumped. Yo, Destiny, you saw that.
I deny the allegations. I'm Turkish. I'm 100% Turkish.
Bro, I'm Turkish too, bro. You come on.
I know. I'm the Turkish side. Your mom was the Jewish side.
More Turkish than you look more Jewish. You like what?
Okay, well, sometimes traits present themselves in interesting ways. I'm not Jewish, but I do like J-Dams. I like bunker busters. That's my passion.
I like big noses.
You do?
Big noses on women are hot.
Oh, what about men?
Okay. I can let my hair down.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, Tom. You're actually like Juju, like you're like Jew, or like
me and Gokanaru are both Jewish. Yes.
That's huge. That's huge. J-Boy's hopping off the porch.
J-Boys are destroying right now.
I'm letting him speak for himself, bro. This is up that he's exposing.
Do not deny that you lit the menorah. You lit the menorah last Hanukkah, personally.
Oh.
You were spinning dreidels all day.
But then why would I be pro-Palestine, bro? Like,
Do yourself hating. I respect our dad. I respect our uncle Benjamin Netanyahu. You have a problem, dude. The whole family thinks you're a joke. So much that the rabbi poked out your eye. Like, seriously.
That's why I'm on the
Get a grip. They took your foreskin, now they take your eye. What are they going to take next?
Did you see that? Bro, they've been
they're here.
Flashlights at my window for the last 5 months.
They're here. They're here. You've been up. Yeah. Repent.
Is it me up?
Repent, boy. We got your DNA. Repent.
Do they want me to self-immolate? Is that what's happening?
What they want you to do is regret speaking out against the Jewish people. Okay, you were chosen. You were literally chosen, and you reject that.
God's chosen. God's chosen.
Chosen by God, and you reject that. That's a problem.
Look, man. There's only really one thing to.
Oh shit!
Well, while he's doing that, we have a double elimination poll for our finals. I'm
Yes,
throwing a
we
poll in
do.
chat. Good luck.
It's
Vote to
the
keep.
penultimate round, not the. I'm just saying.
Not kick. There you go. Good luck.
All right. But at least the haircut makes sense now. You know what I mean? I appreciate you for clearing some things up, Turkey.
No worries, man. I always want to be honest with you, Karantas.
They got me stressed out. I need to relax.
I have sort of a Shapiro energy about me. Would you agree?
No comment. No comment. No comment. Shout out to all the Jews out there. I've never met one IRL, but
that I didn't like.
I've spoken to two online. You know what I mean? Yeah. Crazy. I grew up in the Middle East, but I never met a Jew. It's kind of fucked up.
There's a lot of really fine Jewish women.
See, that's why you're
IDF baddies are all over TikTok.
Propaganda.
Bro, we're talking about propaganda. That is incredibly good propaganda.
Ashkenazi strong.
Sexy,
okay, that's all I'll say.
Wait, yeah, I'm surprised, Queen Man. Wait, you're pro-Israel, right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Okay.
I would submit to literally any Jewish girl's
surprised?
I don't know why. Okay, I'll be a dickhead. I thought like you might have been like
self-hating Jew.
Wait, my bad. Okay, I didn't know you were Jewish too, bro. My bad.
You're a Jew. How many fucking Jews are in this school, man?
For an anti-Semitic panel host, you've got a pretty good.
Wait till you find out about Destiny, okay? Wait till you find out the truth. Who do you think's paying for a stream?
Check the early live section.
I don't see a lot of super chats on Destiny streams these days.
Real quick, we need to move on to the finals, okay?
Move on to your mom, dude.
Dude, no one's gonna find out about me because you're one of the people that are out of here. You and Koyman, okay?
Oh!
Turkey, Tom, and Koyman.
Wait, I'm leaving.
Oh,
yeah, we got owned.
Bro, my boy. Yo, Queen Man, I with you, man.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, and Tom, you. I'll see you at the family reunion, bro.
I will see you at the Shabbos Goy meeting. We're gonna have an intervention. You're having some problems, dude.
Okay, bro. Stop bringing it up on the live stream, bro. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
See you. Bye.
See you soon. Karantas is anti-Semitic. He actually hates Jews.
But stop making it awkward. Do you say bye? Just like, hit the red button.
Yeah, just leave, Tom. Come on, bro.
I don't know how. I don't know how. Queeman, I added you on Discord. Queeman, I added you on Discord. We need to have a Jewish meeting.
I'll accept. I'll add Gokhan 2. We'll have a big Jew meeting and talk about how we're going to bring down commentary. Cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, God bless. Holy shit.
Come on, dude.
That was fucked.
Tom, you've been eliminated too, right?
I forgot how to leave. I don't know how.
All right, little Steve, show him the way out.
Yo, someone give him a chair. Someone give him a chair.
Can you kick him out, little Steve? Come on, like it's finger workout.
Make me find all this the server.
Yeah, it's a left click, or a right click, I guess.
God.
Bye. Okay, that was fun. Holy dude, just because I'm Jewish, really? What's up, bro?
Biggest loser of the night here. You got owned, little bro.
Why are you filming? I got J-Riz.
Did the J-Boys just lose?
Yeah, J-Boys, we lost. It's actually over.
Do you think you lost because you were anti-Semitic?
I think I lost because I was pro-Semitic.
Oh, actually, yeah, that was what happened.
I got to go hit up the tunnels real quick.
Gaza to Zaza? Or was
Gaza,
that you?
Gaza to Zaza. I don't know who said that. Someone cool.
Okay. So probably you.
Can you wear this?
I don't know if I want to put that on. I feel like something... I don't know.
You're being chosen.
Will this laser off my foreskin?
It'll make you rich.
Oh. Will I lose my foreskin?
Not right now, but later, yes. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you all later. Goodbye. And be sure to become a member. For $5 a month, they get the members-only podcasts and exclusive videos that only members get. Thanks so much for your support.